Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for the final match of tonight's triangular between the Hesston Swathers and the Hillsboro Trojans. The Swathers come in tonight's match with a 3-3 record. One of those losses is courtesy of the Hillsboro Trojan. First match of the season for both teams. The Swathers lost in 2 sets in Smoky Valley. In the first set, the score was 25-10 in favor of Hillsboro and 25-16 in set number 2. The story of tonight's match will be how much the younger players of Hesston have matured since the last matchup with the Trojans. Hesston only returns 3 varsity players from last year's team, Alex Martin, Harley Ferralis, and Corinne Yoder, and practically has their whole JV team as the varsity this year. Some scores from the Ox Gym, in case you were wondering. In a C-team matchup, Hillsboro beats Hesston in 3 sets, winning the first 25-12, losing the second 19-25, and winning the third 15-3. For JV, Hillsboro lost to Cheney in 2 sets by a score of 24-26 and 18-25. Tonight's matchup will be a best of 3 sets, and the third one will go to 25 points if we are fortunate enough to get there. Right before action here, just want to have a quick shout out to the Swather Power Club, a great organization that sponsors all of Hesston's activities and organizations. On September 11th at 5 p.m. at Heritage Park before the Hillsboro football game, they'll have a hamburger meal by donation. Make sure to drive up, donate some money, and grab a great hamburger meal. I know those always sure taste great. That's September 11th before the Hillsboro football game at 5 p.m. at Heritage Park. And thanks to the Swather Power Club for sponsoring all the activities. We interviewed Coach Peters in between the first and second game here, and he said one of the keys to the game was being able to have better passes in the first time to give their hitters a chance to hit, as they struggled to scramble around and didn't really get a lot of good hitting opportunities the last time they played. Back to commentate is Mrs. Croker,
Yes, I'm glad to be back.
who does have some Hillsboro connections. I'm not sure how partial she'll be able to be in this match.
Oh, I don't see my husband coaching out there, so I think you know who I'm going to be cheering for. The Swathers look nice and ready to go. Looked like warm-up was a little bit more fun.
Ready to bounce back after a tough first match against the Cardinals. Starting serving for the Trojans will be number 2, Tegan Worth.
Yeah, it looks like we have 2 Worths out there.
And the other Worth, Zaylee, is able to put that ball away for the first point of the match.
And it looks like she might be taller than her older sister.
Keeker with a nice tip. And that's a miscommunication. 2 players were going for the set.
And shanked off of Corinne Yoder.
And the set goes over Keeker's head. Hesston has struggled thus far in this match.
I wonder if there's communication loss or something going on. There's a kill from
Becker.
Becker, thank you.
The serve for the Swathers, Humphreys.
Nice block by Katie Keeker and Sophia Becker. They're really stretching over that net this game, I can tell.
If they're able to keep Hillsboro's hitters out of rhythm, that may be a big impact in this game versus last time.
So true, Jackson. It looks like we got some action from the student section.
Yeah, it looks to be after football practice has gotten over, we may have some energy from the sideline. That is something that Coach Peters said that the team lacked in the first match against the Cardinals.
Huh. Yeah, this will be good then for these girls.
To serve for the Trojans, the libero, Corey Arnold.
Oh, what a tricky little tip there. Just kind of getting tied up.
The tip by Sophia Becker falls down. The kill.
Jackson, if you could name the scrappiest player on Hesston's team, who would it be?
Oh, that's a good question. I'm going to have to go with Harley Fraulis there.
Yeah, she seems to be giving it her all.
Seems to always be on the floor. Another communication error there for the Swathers.
Yeah. They should be the best communicators. They're the only ones without masks on in this gym.
Very true, very true. Speaking of which, there's my mask.
Jackson. Strong serve.
Oh. Swathers managed to return that one back. Saunders is able to take a full swing at that one. And Trojans are serving up 6-3.
Katie Keeker in the net. That's the hardest position sometimes because it feels like you're jumping and jumping and then jumping again. Good touch by Katie Keeker. Free ball's coming over. Swathers need to take care of it here.
That was a nice set by Frous. They're able to let Martin get a full swing at it.
Oh, wow. I wonder if the student section had a little something to do with that one.
Yeah, there seemed to be a little communication error there when it was really only one person's ball. Keeker now back to serve, down 4-7.
Oh, going for the short serve there, looked like. One of the things we talked about last game was the missed serves. We've got to cut down on missed serves.
Yeah, the service errors for the Swathers are really big killers of momentum, as well as some certain serve and receive rotations where they seem unable to get a good hit at the ball. That's a nice serve by Saunders there.
Yeah, it's like you called it, though, Jackson. This serve-receive is a tricky one for us. Looked like there's a little bit of a collision there with Alex Martin and Faith Elliott.
And number 12, Sammy Saunders, was able to take a full swing on that one and put that one down as well. And it looks like Coach Peters is going to use his first time out of the game. Can't say I disagree with that decision with his team down 10-4 and looking pretty unorganized.
I wonder what this, what's being said in the coaches, from the coaches right now.
Pretty interesting that Hillsboro has 2 sets of sisters on the same team, both the Saunders and the Worth.
Which numbers are the Saunders?
Number 4 and number 12.
Okay.
Quite an advantage to already have that built-in chemistry.
I was going to say that can't hurt. They don't seem to have a very big team, though. Or at least playing today. It only takes 6, I think.
Unlike Hesston, who has 12 girls suited up for varsity action today.
Yeah.
And Martin is able to put that one down for the kill, ending that rotation that seems to continue to be plaguing the Swathers. Frous will be back to serve now, down 10-5.
It was a really nice set by Feralis. She seemed a little bit off on her set, and she pushed it right out to a beautiful kill. So.
Nice serve by Frous there. Leads to 4 hits from Hillsboro.
Yeah, she's really got a good knuckle on that serve. But can't return the hit.
Hesston really relies on its blockers to take something off of those hits. And thus far in the match, they haven't been able to get too many.
Yeah, you'd be amazed what just a little touch of a hand can slow it down. But no slowing down there for Alex Martin.
Martin with the second kill off a nice design there.
Yeah, I like that play. See, Jackson, you always want to set up your best blockers on the right side because it's offset your outside hitter. And so they weren't expecting it at all. It's a touch. Can we recover? Out. Got a sub coming in. Danny Klein. I only recognize her because she's a really good softball player.
Miss Croker is the resident softball coach at Hesston High School.
Good serve. Again, Swathers really need to step up their serve receive. So important in this game.
The Swathers have been able to get a decent pass off. They've been putting the ball away pretty well, but
again, communication is the key here.
Yeah, like we said earlier, the Swathers have really been playing some young players this year and have only 3 returning varsity players. A big key to the game is the maturation of the younger players.
Yeah, that makes it tough. The good thing is we got all season to figure it out. Still looking like there's a lack of communication on the plays that we're running. So a timeout's taken by Jason Peters.
Coach Peters.
Coach Peters.
Hopefully the Swathers are able to reorganize themselves and rally here. It's going to be a very similar result to the first match these two teams had.
Score 16-7 in favor of Hillsboro right now. When I used to play volleyball, I always thought, oh, if they get 16, it's going to be real tough to come back and beat them.
Yeah, as you get closer to 25, you run out of room to make a comeback, and one service error can spell the end.
This would be a good time for the students to start a cheer.
That it would be. That it would be. Still serving for the Trojans is Danny Klein.
A better pass from Alex Martin. Oh, and a scrappy play. Free ball sent over by Hillsboro.
And the pass was too close to the net.
See, when we're given a free ball, we've got to take care of a free ball and get a kill off of it. That's a free ball.
It is free for a reason. I don't know about you, Miss Croker, but I take what someone gives me for free.
I like free stuff. There's a hit down the line. Brooklyn Diedrich.
Finally are able to get the serve back. Corinne Yoder will be back to serve here, down 17-8. Swathers really need to make a run here, or it's going to be very hard for them to claw back in this set.
Yeah. Awesomely placed tip. By Worth. I forget her first name. She's a freshman this year. Zaylee Worth.
Her older sister with an ace to make the score 19-8.
One thing we have to do is get that ball off the net when we're passing. It just makes it tough for the setters.
Hesston really seems to be struggling, even though they passed okay in the first game against Cheney, who had some really good servers.
There's a hit.
And then what a miraculous play there to get that ball back over. The ball slides right in between the blockers there. They're not able to get it back up. Tegan Worth will serve up 21-8.
Coach Peters out of timeouts now, so they got to play this one out. There's a kill by Katie Keeker. She can really put it down.
Humphreys back to serve.
You know, you can hear the Hillsboro Trojans talking on where Zaylee should put that ball. And she listened, and she got a kill. It's crazy how that teamwork works.
Yeah, that was a pretty nice serve, but a nice pass allowed him to set him up for a pretty good hit there.
A dig by Anna Humphreys. There you go, and it results in a kill.
Down 22-10. Sophia Becker will serve for the Swathers. Saunders will be blocked, and it falls in for the Swathers.
It's kind of a wild block. They really need to get their hands stretched over the net to put it down. But we'll take it. Wow. That was number 12.
Sammy Saunders.
Oh, yeah. And she's the older one?
Younger one, I think.
Wow.
Yeah, quite the display for the two younger siblings of the pair that we have for the Trojans. Both Zaylee Worth and Sammy Saunders have put on quite a show. Some kills. Dump set from Frouse is unsuccessful. She sets Martin up.
All right, and a kill. Kill by Alex Martin. I see some smiles every once in a while. We just need to keep this momentum going.
Yeah, at this point, you're really playing for the momentum into the second set rather than today. And Keeker's serve goes out of bounds.
You know, there's times where they just look defeated, but the game's not over.
Hillsboro answers back with another service error. Frouse will serve down 24-13.
Back row attack is out, though.
In this situation, I like to equate it to a tennis down love 40. You might as well just rip those serves down.
Yes.
You got nothing to lose. That's what she
Totally
does.
agree.
And that's a nice serve. Managed to hit the line for the ace.
When we played in high school, our cheer was BC, and it stands for body count because we got a ace.
And that serve goes into the net, ending the first set in favor of the Hillsboro Trojans. Quick shout out to one of our sponsors, the Hesston Community Foundation. Thank you for all the grants that you have provided to the AV program. It's gone a long way in buying some streaming supplies and trailer that we've used to stream football games. We also have 17 new students, and it's been a real big help in providing the AV experience to those students. Thanks again to the Hesston Community Foundation. So, Ms. Croker, what do the Swathers need to do different to be able to bounce back and win the second set?
Well, that's what I was going to talk to you about, Jackson. I just I just feel like they walked in thinking that Hillsboro will beat them. And you can't have that mentality, even if they have beaten you in the past. You've got to walk in like, we have the potential to win here. And they don't have that look on their faces.
Yeah,
what do you think?
They definitely seem to be going through the motions. Coming in mentally defeated to a match that hasn't even started is never a good thing.
No. They really have nothing to lose here, so.
Definitely after losing them in 2 sets pretty handily, you got to come in believing that you have a shot. But the way things are going now, it's going to look similar to the first matchup unless they're able to rally, provide some energy, and change the momentum here.
Yeah. And we got to be better at communicating. If we take care of our errors on our side, you'd be amazed how much better the game would look for us.
Yeah, a few communication errors in the first couple of points of that set really set the tone for the rest of the match and led to Hesston not really never having a shot.
Yeah. I do feel like the Trojans have been playing a little bit better this game than compared to the Cheney versus Hillsboro game.
Yep, definitely they've been able to get the ball down a lot more and get some hits with their pretty tall
freshman
front line. Yeah.
Yep. Agree. I'm sure there's a little bit of bad blood just with Hesston being good for so many years too. I'm sure Hillsboro really loves beating us.
Humphreys to serve for the Swathers to start the second set. Martin may have saved that one from going out of bounds.
Oh, a tip. It's dug by Anna Humphreys. It's like our coverage is there. We just can't seem to get anything going. Again, looking a little bit defeated already. They've got to change their attitudes right now.
Yes, heads down. And Ferralis sneaks one over the net. Possibly bringing some life back to the Swathers here.
I don't know what we saw there with Corinne Yoder.
Wow.
Oh, kind of looking like she never got the whistle to serve.
And yeah, an interesting call there. I don't know really what that was about. That'll give the ball over to number 3, Carrie Arnold.
This is the coach's daughter.
Ball is out of bounds, but it was tipped. Point will go to the Swathers. Keeker back to serve, down 2-3.
All right, we need a stretch of good serves here. Would you say Katie Keeker's pretty mentally tough?
Yes.
I would agree. Serve receive. It's the most important part of the game.
Pretty nice serve by Kinsey Kleiner. Splits the gap there. She goes short here this time to Martin. Kraus dumps it over the net.
Wow, what a defensive play there for the Swathers.
Kraus looks to gain some momentum for the Swathers, down 3-5. Be a nice time for the Swathers to rattle off a couple of aces here.
Oh, tricky play there with only 2 hits on the Hillsboro side, going with the kill right away. Swathers need to be ready for anything. And that pass was up at the net. Makes it difficult for a setter to get there.
And nowhere near the setter, really.
Yeah, true.
Better pass there, but not really to a hitter off the set. Oh.
Oh.
Questionable tip call there from the judge.
Uh-huh.
Out to Alex Martin, who is able to put a pretty good hit on it. But Tegan Worth puts it down for the Trojans.
It's always tough to lose those plays.
Putting them up 8-3.
Timeout taken by Coach Peters.
Timeouts thus far have been unsuccessful for stopping the Trojans' momentum. We'll see if that trend continues. Swathers really just need to be able to get a couple decent passes and set up their hitters.
And serve receive is so key. Being a part of the program a few years back, I know Mr. Peters just first days are serve receive, serve receive, serve receive in practice. So I know he practices it. They know how to do it. They just gotta do it now. That looked like it was set up just for Saunders. Sammy?
Yeah, bad pass led to that set, floating over the net. And I'm sure there's nothing more sweeter for a hitter to have the other team set for them.
So true. Unassisted. There's a good hit, but out. It's 3-10. Swathers are down. That's what we needed there. Sometimes the best thing is for the other team to make a mistake when we can't get out of it. Still not hearing much from the student section. Jackson, do you have a comment about that?
I have a feeling that the quick exit to the first game really slowed the student section's momentum. That can happen pretty easily. We'll see what Martin can do with her service here.
Another free ball. There's just too many free balls.
Oh, I don't know if that should have been something, but.
Another missed call. Should have been double hit. Sometimes the game moves too fast.
And it comes back to bite The Swathers hitting here for Martin.
We can't seem to get things going our way.
Sammy Saunders back to serve for the Trojans with an 11-4 lead. And they throw back-to-back service errors. Hesston can take advantage. They may be able to get back into the set.
Excellent line shot by Tuesday Weisbeck.
Yeah, that would be correct.
Back row attack by Alex Martin. But is dug up. Back row attack by Harley Farrell is dug up.
Younger Worth really took a big swing on that
There
one.
we go.
That's going to be out.
Anna Humphreys entering the game. Going back to serve.
Down 6-12. This is a big rotation for the Swathers to get back into this set.
Oh, that's the second time this game that tip's got them. Maybe we need to adjust our coverage on that specific hitter.
Yeah, that time she was in the middle there, and they almost seemed to have three blockers going up for it. Oh.
That didn't go over the net, I guess.
Saunders takes a big swing and finds the court.
And taking his second time out, Coach Peters wants to talk it over.
Down 6-15, the Swathers really need to find some life here, or they're going to go home 0-2 on the day.
It's hard to get excited in these moments, but you've got to find it somewhere deep down.
It's interesting to see after two relatively close sets with the Cardinals, the Swathers have been pretty far away from the Trojans.
Yeah, and that's what I talked about. They had in their mind that they had beat them before, that Hillsboro's beat them before, and so it should just happen again, and it's not like that.
Yeah, it seems to be almost more of a mental advantage that the Trojans have over the Swathers than a physical one.
Yeah. I think you are exactly right. Well, there we go. One hitting error. We just got to take care of our side. Make them make the mistakes. There's a good dig by Corinne Yoder. And doesn't pay off.
Martin's approach there seemed a little bit messed up on the timing with the set from Ferralis.
And a lift by Katie Keeker will send the point to Hillsboro. Scores 17-7 in favor of Hillsboro. I think our passing has gotten a tad better.
Yeah, it seems to improve, at least for this rotation.
Mm-hmm.
By a couple hitting errors.
Yeah. We just got to put it all together somehow.
It's a nice serve from number 3, Carrie Arnold. Makes the score 19-7 in favor of the Trojans.
That was a good pass by Bryn Johnston.
Keeker's hit is denied by Saunders. And the younger Saunders will put one away. Swathers switch up their setting rotation there. I'm not sure if that's completely legal.
If Coach Peters says it's legal, it's legal.
That is true. That man probably knows the rule book of volleyball like the back of his hand.
Oh, I think he reads it every night before bed.
It's like his Bible. Short serve to Johnson, set by Anna in the back.
Well, it looks like that's the play that we wanted to draw up. Well, at this point, you just got to be focused on doing the little things and getting better while you can. Free ball's given to the Swathers. Can we do something with it? There we go. Alex Martin with the kill. She had more timing on that one.
Yep. Was able to get up and put it down.
Oh.
Keeker's serve barely tips over the net, and it's
I had to hold my breath for that one.
quite so.
You think she plans that?
Don't think she does. But she
She
does
did
it
it
again. So maybe she does. Johnson come in the dump
Oh, and a
set
dump.
from Ferralis.
Free ball for the Swathers. Use it.
Might be too far
Oh.
back, but it's saved by number 3.
Nice hit by Alex Martin. Way to put it down.
Swathers seem to be playing with a little bit of energy, but it may be too little too late.
Deeper serve by Katie Keeker. And a dig by Katie. Another dig. Oh, headed into the net.
Saunders is quite a force in the middle there. I think that's one of her, probably her 4th block this set.
That was not a lot of communication there. But
Luckily, it was out for the
yeah.
Swathers.
Sub coming in, Brooklyn Diedrich.
Rouse's serve heads into the net.
It's something we can't do at 23 points.
Jessica Saunders back to serve to finish off this match for the Trojans. And that will be the match.
Yeah.
Schaefer and Johnston.
So the final score, Hesston 11, Hillsboro 25. As they shake hands the COVID way.
Swathers really struggled to have any momentum in that game at all. after the first couple points, the students section died, and as did the Swathers hope for a victory.
Yeah. Well, thanks, Jackson, for having me on.
Yes, thank you. I would give you the next time of the Swathers game, but we do not have that here. So,
Good night from all of us over here at the Swather Sports Network. Make sure to tune in Friday for the Hesston versus Hillsboro football game, and that'll be it.